And still on agri-related matters, Nigeria is currently grappling with food scarcity. This perilous situation has been deepening over recent years, driven by a combination of factors, which has now placed a large number of Nigerians at high risk of food insecurity. Galaxy's Nwarangu Mizaka gives more details in this report.
The food security situation in Nigeria has been crucial, with the United Nations predicting that over 82 million Nigerians, which is about 64% of the country's population, may go hungry by 2030. The prediction came in the wake of the persistent hike in food prices in the country. Also, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, Nigeria's food inflation rate hit a record high of 40.66% in May 2024, surpassing the previous month's 40.53% increase, which represents the largest year-on-year increase in food prices since records began in 1996.
Prices of commodities that is higher is not into our making because of the fuel subsidy that was being removed. We believe that the high price of the commodities is affecting every sector. And we felt farmers too are not happy. And they look at the exchange rate too, because some of our needs are being imported. Train trips, most of it are being imported.
The way that the government has gone about this has left much to be desired. There's a whole lot more that we need to be doing in terms of responding very specifically to the problems that have been created over the last maybe 5-10 years. That has now been made worse by policy positions of this administration in the last year. We need to see a lot more action to bring the spiraling inflation under control.
To begin to look at permanent solutions, in my view, if we have been doing this in the last 6-7 months, we won't be where we are. And the solution is for us to produce. We cannot rely on reservoir that we have emptied twice. We emptied late last year, we emptied early this year. So if we are going to fill up those places, then we have to import. And we know what our foreign exchange situation is like. So it is better to let the people know we will have some problem for a few months until we are able to produce.
With the constant increase in food items in the market, a large number of individuals struggle to keep up with the increase on a day-to-day basis. Meanwhile, the government has been called upon to put in more effective policies that will bring an end to the constant food crisis.
What we are experiencing now, especially on the high rate of commodities, the products, what we believe with time, all what we are clamoring for the government is to increase the ratio of which being allocated to agric. If that one is there are increments there, because all along we've been seeing 2% ratio of the total budget, which is not favorable, it's not called for. But if there is, at least, if we should be able to have minimum of 10%, 8 to 10% of the total allocation of the federal budget being given to the agric.
That what we need to see is thinking outside the box. We've got to get creative with our thinking. We've got to get, we've got to look for local solutions to a problem that is very local. Throwing MPC policy instruments at this problem will not work because, those instruments work in other parts of the world because they don't have the kind of problems that are driving the inflation we're seeing, right? Insecurity is a major problem. Infrastructure problems and deficits is a huge problem as well.
Nwarangu Mizaka, Galaxy TV News, Lagos.